What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We have a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We have reworked kits for Deadpool and Cable. We also have Negasonic, X-23, and Domino all in the game, so we can actually take a look at the kit for X-23 as well. Let me tell you right now, she looks fantastic. We've got a bunch of updates to the game, some bug fixes, some new stuff, and also a new store that we should probably go ahead and start off with that. Let's talk about this new store. You go to your supplies section, it's actually gone now. It was here earlier. I'll have to post a screenshot of it earlier, but there was a supplies section right here where you could spend your Ultimus store currency. It looks like it's disappeared again. I have a feeling that maybe something's wrong. Maybe it's not supposed to be here yet, but I could see it on my phone earlier and it's disappeared from BlueStacks here on my computer. So maybe they accidentally revealed it a little too early. I didn't see anything about it in the patch notes. Someone mentioned it may have been in the Facebook patch notes, but it looks like we are getting a new kind of store where we can spend our Ultimus currency to, basically get gear or tokens or something. So this has been a big complaint that I've seen on Reddit, where people are basically, they just have all this Ultimus store currency or these tokens to buy Ultimus orbs, but they already have a 7-star Ultimus. So there was really no point in buying his orbs anymore. So it looks like we'll be getting some kind of store for that. Looks like it disappeared. Maybe it's just an error on my end, but it looks like we'll be getting that very soon here. So that is something to keep an eye out. We'll see if it reappears here magically. But let's go back to the patch notes here. There is some new stuff. We got Domino, X-23, Negasonic, Teenage Warhead. I'm gonna have to call her Nerd Sonic because I don't want to get flagged by YouTube. Versus Battle Update. There's a new balanced draft mode where all characters at or above gear tier 9 will have their power modified to set levels to even the playing field. There's a new advanced option with quick alliance access to bypass the alliance load screen and easily manage alliance members. So that is you don't have to do that loading screen for alliance, which takes forever. The ability enhancements for Deadpool and Cable, will cover those here in a minute. You can now use alliance credits to purchase items in the war store. This is also something I forgot to mention this earlier. If you go here to the war store and you scroll all the way down, you can now use your Stark Tech tokens to buy things like war credits, elite war credits, elite 4 credits. I don't know what else is going to be there. It may vary, you know what, just because we can. Let's refresh, and it looks like it's still the same thing, and looks like it's gonna be in set amounts. So don't look for various kind of amounts. This is what we're probably gonna see here with this. So another way to spend those Stark Tech tokens, if you already have all your Stark Tech fully leveled up, now you have a new place to spend. You can get those war credits and those elite war credits, which are going to be huge, especially for getting those elite orange orbs, because that's one of the better ways to get those T14 mini uniques. So another great addition here. There's been some really nice quality of life changes here. So this so far this patch is looking good. Heading back here, there's a visual update where you can tap the offer description to view more details. Assemble a top squad with a limited time lucky trait for serendipity, which is Domino's event campaign, which starts on June 12th. So, okay, new content, but we've got content. Woo! All right, here's the bugs and here's the things that people have been really looking to get fixed. Number one, Black Bolt is fixed. He will not be freezing your game anymore. You may now all rejoice. That has been a big thing. I've had my game freeze a couple of times, but I've heard from people where he was double tapping with his burp and he was just crashing games left and right. So it looks like Black Bolt is going to be fixed here, which is big news. Very, very welcome news for everybody. Ronin summon minions will now correctly benefit from red stars and Stark Tech. Another welcome change. The test clarification for Psylocke's passive ability will now clarify that she can also get evade and counter to herself and not just other X-Men allies. Hail bug fix. The chain attack for Red Skull's basic ability, Hydra 99, will now be properly stopped by counter, and it will no longer chain to enemies with stealth. There was two things here where he was doing a little too well, and it was because he was broken, because he was ignoring counter, so he was chaining attacks, and he was hitting enemies with stealth with that basic attack, which was not what's supposed to be happening there. And then big fix, selecting find for a desired gear piece now correctly places you on the gear piece's location in the store. So you're looking for a gear piece and you go to hit find in supplies, it just takes you to the top of the store. Now it will correctly take you down to that. Another welcome quality of life change. I'm really loving these changes and these fixes they've done. Heartbreaker for Ironheart will now apply percentage based bonus to the focus on this attack instead of flat value. So now this should absolutely put defense down on Red Skull. Thanos empowered a passive ability. We talked about this one as well. You will now get the triggering of the 50% speed bar multiple times based on your Black Order allies falling below 50% health. It used to only trigger once per match, no matter how many allies fell below. Now you'll get it once per ally that falls below. So you can now get 250% bonus speed bar versus just 50% originally. Gonna make this team quite a bit more deadly on defense, more likely, and also a lot nastier on offense too. Alleviate a delay some devices experience when tapping fine for a character, so just fixing some lag. The 2 most recent messages will now correctly remain on the chat bar while changing screens. Yeah, there was problems with that. And then Taskmaster Sword and Shield looked a little weird. They look fantastic now. Let me see if I can take a look at my Taskmaster. I don't know. I didn't really look at this one yet. Let's take a look. It's loading. I can't really. I've gotta go back and take a look, but I don't see anything different. I have to go back and look at an older video, but I don't know. Maybe there was something wrong with textures, but it looks about the same to me. So maybe there was like a loading issue with textures. I'll have to go back and look at an older video for that one. Now moving back here to the reworks for Cable and for Deadpool. For Cable got a big rework here. Cable looks fantastic. Number one, his base stats have been increased. He has a 10% boost to his health, and he has 5% boost to his speed. So he's now faster, but when you look at his reworked kit, it's actually going to be a whole lot better. Now, his basic plasma rifle, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pull them up here in the game. We're going to take a look at our X-Force characters, and you can see we can now start buying offers for Domino, and we can get her in the game. So I bought the first offer, and I got a really good pull on her orbs from that. So I'll be testing her out later, but I want to wait until we get X23 and Nerd Sonic here. But Cable, man, he got a massive rework. With his basic attack, he attacks the primary target for percent damage, and if not charged, he fills his speed bar by 80% at level 6, and he gains charge. So if he doesn't have charge, this is going to boost up his speed bar real quickly. That's big. Then you go to his overload, which got a massive rework here. Number one, it is now a dispel. It reduces speed bar, and now it dispels. And you can dispel not just on the primary target for this attack, but also on your adjacent targets as well. This, I don't really know where to go for this one. This is just kind of, it's really, really crazy. Yeah, so here at level 6, if charged, clear 2 positive effects from all secondary targets. And with the T4, it goes from clearing 3 positive effects to clearing all positive effects. So at level 6, with this level 58 T3 investment, you're going to get a dispel that can really change the game. And also reduces speed bar on the enemy team as well. And it can hit up to 2 targets away. So that's, guys, that's nuts. So everyone on the team, if you hit the center target with this, everyone on the team can get dispelled. This is big. And you're also going to get a boost to focus with another character here. Sidekick Surge, there hasn't really been any change here. Still does the same thing with Deadpool assisting and filling speed bar if they defeat a target, going up to 70% if they defeat the target. So nothing's changed there, but Time Sense, oh my god. Okay, this is nuts. Absolutely crazy. On spawn, fill speed bar by 5% for self and all allies. Now, that's pretty much what you already got. Now, here's where they've changed things. They still keep the counter for your mutant allies, and that happened already. But what they've now changed is that he barriers himself if he has charged. So this is kind of crazy. You actually get it twice, which is weird. So he gets it as soon as he gains charge. So uncharged, you bury yourself for X amount, it upgrades to like 20%, 20, 30%, 20%, and then on war offense, on spawn, gain charge. If charged on his turn, you bury yourself for 5% of his character's max health, and you can upgrade this to 10%. So he gets 20% automatically when he gains charged, and then if he has charge and it's his turn again, he then has another 10% on top of that. That's nuts. This guy is going to be boosting his own speed bar with basic attacks and gaining charge. He's going to be applying barrier to himself. It's crazy. There's counter to mutant allies which all the X-Force characters are mutants, so all of them are going to be gaining counter as well. It's crazy. This looks like a fun T4, but Cable, my goodness, Cable got a rework, ladies and gentlemen, and he looks fine. Now, Deadpool didn't really get as much. One big thing to note is that if he defeats an enemy, he automatically generates ability energy for an allied Cable. At the T4 for this, it guarantees the ability energy to Cable if he defeats an enemy. So you have that, and then you also have his Bounty Hunter ability, which now, if X-23 is an ally, this ignores stealth now as well as taunt. So you can no longer hide someone behind stealth if X-23 is on Deadpool's team. And then Hack and Slash cannot be countered anymore if Domino is an ally. So there was just a kind of couple of little touch-ups here. Nothing crazy for Deadpool like Cable, but Cable just looks... I love the rework to Cable. That is going to be fantastic. We've already seen the kits for Domino and Nerd Sonic. X-23, I don't know where to go. So her basic attack is called Snicked, and with this, she has, at her level 7, she deals damage to the target, piercing damage to the primary target, and can always gain evade, 75% chance at level 6. So you get a nice damage boost at level 7 with the T4, and you guarantee the evade. Okay, maybe not the most worthwhile T4. Her special ability is called Relentless Assault. Now this one looks really, really cool. Attack primary target for 100% piercing and apply ability block. If blocked or dodged, gain a bonus attack for 150% piercing and apply +1 ability block up to a max of 3. The bonus attack is unavoidable. So if you're going to be facing someone who has a lot of dodges or blocking, this is, yeah, you're going to be able to use this against them to basically just shred that enemy character. Apply ability block, and then in war, this bonus attack gains plus 10,000% extra focus. Hopefully that is a percentage and not a flat value. We'll have to see. There's no T4, or there's no ability upgrades that increase like other mechanics. It's just boosting damage on this, so probably not the most worthwhile T4 for her. Feral Rage. This this is just crazy. Attack the most injured non-summon target for 70% piercing, ignoring taunt and stealth, plus 30% chance to flip stealth on that target. Fully upgraded, always flips stealth on that target. And then repeat this attack 4 additional times. If X-23 finishes the last non-summoned enemy, repeat this full attack against the most injured summoned targets. She can pretty much, if you have the entire enemy team at low health and you use this, you can pretty much wipe the board with them if you play this correctly. She gets a lot of bonus piercing with this, with upgrading it, so it's going to ignore armor, which is great. Flipping stealth is also great. This is like a mini kind of execute with Deadpool. Deadpool has that big execute bounty hunter ability. This feels like another one where it's kind of like toned down, but you also get this attack 4 additional times, which is huge. So between Deadpool and X-23, you can do a lot of quick damage to the enemy team. This looks nuts. And then we have her passive, Mutant Weapon. She, the big thing here for Alliance War is that your X-Force allies are going to get a lot of bonus focus with this. Also, Wolverine can get it as well. And overall, I think it's like plus 80% focus with the full T4 on it. But anytime, you know, she heals herself on her turn, much like Wolverine does. And when an enemy drops below 50% health, fill speed bar by 10%. And then you can also boost this up to, I believe, 40% with the T4 as well. I think this is going to be very much a worthwhile T4 to get for her. This could be pretty big. And also, I think if you use this in combination with her ultimate, where it's dealing damage multiple times, you could possibly fill up that speed bar all the way back up to 100% if played correctly. We'll have to see, but yeah, boosting focus on X-Force, healing herself up, and boosting her speed bar when the enemy team starts taking damage. This is big. She's going to move fast. She's going to hit hard. Cable is going to move fast, and he's going to dispel. You have Deadpool, who's just executing enemies left and right. Domino is just doing domino things, and Nerd Sonic is dispelling, applying heal block. This team looks great. This team looks like it's going to be a nasty war offense team. We're going to have to try it out. Let me know down below, what do you guys think about these kits? I'm excited to be trying out this team. I cannot wait to unlock Nerd Sonic and X-23. Let me know, what do you guys think about X-Force? If you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe for more Marvel Strike Force content in the future. And as always, guys, I will see you all next time.